Hey friends, it's Pastor Todd back from Jamaica. Got back yesterday morning at 2:30. Got some good rest. Worked part of a day, and today kind of back, trying to get back into the rhythm. So thanks for your patience. And here we are in our study of John chapter 5. Just 2 weeks left. We'll look at the first part of John 5 today, second part of John 5 next week, and kind of wrap things up. See where we go from there. Just want to encourage you again to use the blog and to participate as you can. This week we're going to look at another experience that somebody has with Jesus, and this time it's somebody who's sick, been sick for a long time, and we're going to look at Jesus' response to him, and then his response to Jesus and kind of the things surrounding that, and we'll look at some questions regarding their interaction and how that might apply to our life. Two little, let's say, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 words of Jesus that really struck me from this story. So Jesus encounters a man who's been sick for a long time, and what might seem like an odd question is in chapter 5, verse 6, do you want to get well? He asks him, and somebody's been sick a long time. Do you want to get well? And Jesus doesn't just do it. He does this to several folks that he encounters along the way. He asks them, really, are you so? I mean, do you want to get well? There's power in them, in Jesus' mind, I guess, stating the obvious, and then he forces them to kind of think about what the implications are of being well. So maybe wrapped up in do you want to get well is do you realize you're sick, and or do you realize what you're really sick with? Because there's sickness and then there's sickness. Maybe do you want to participate with me in getting well? Jesus may come and say, do you want to get well? And Jesus is gonna do some things, and it might take some things on your part as well. Or do you even think it's possible? Like, you've been sick so long, do you even think it's possible to get well? So there's a lot. So Jesus looks at this man and he asks him that, and then after and you'll read it, after he heals him, he encounters him again, and then he says to him two more words. After he says, look, you're well, he says, stop sinning. Stop sinning. So we did something, Jesus says, about your physical, but really what needs to happen is more than just your physical healing. And there needs to be a change in your life. Stop sinning. And so Jesus talks to him at a whole different level. Just got back from Jamaica. Had a week where it was all about just spreading the word of God, loving people, and focusing on that, and not allowing there to be any other distractions. And when I came back from Jamaica and I compare my life here with my life there, I realized that there are some things here that need to go away. They need to not be a part of my life. I connect with so I went away not even knowing that I was sick, using the lingo here, maybe entertaining the question, do I want to get well, in some ways, and then coming back with the question, with the statement of Jesus, stop sinning. In other words, don't go back to the old ways. Don't go back to those things that you didn't do for a week and you discovered that it was okay. So I'd love for you guys, as you work through the questions and consider some of the things that Jesus is saying, well, are there some areas in your life where you're sick that maybe you don't even realize it? Maybe there's some obvious ones and Jesus is dealing with those, and there's some not so obvious ones. And then maybe there's some changes that need to happen. Stop. Jesus is doing a work in your life. Stop. Don't go back to the old ways. Don't go back. I've got a better, more beautiful way for you. I challenge you. I encourage you to consider those things as you read through, meditate this week on these 16 verses, answer some questions, respond on the blog, and we'll all be better for it. So it's good to be back, and enjoy this week with John 5, 1 through 16.